Hello, hello. Welcome, everyone. How are you today? If you can see me and you can hear me, see my screen too. It's just the beginning of our slide presentation. Welcome, welcome. Give me a shout out in the chat so I can make sure everything is good to go. Thanks for attending today's webinar in conjunction with Bay Photo and PhotoDay so we can show you what the solution is all about. If you are a customer of Bay Photo, and you can find their great products in the PhotoDay system, as well as create price sheets using their products. And I'm going to show you all the cool things about PhotoDay that you may or may not know. If you're new, welcome. If you're exploring the options, we have, oh, hey, Ed. Hey, Rainer, thank you for letting me know. And I'm going to just go over the high level details of PhotoDay, things that set the solution apart. Just to give you a little bit of history, we officially launched PhotoDay almost 2.5 years ago. And by no means did we launch a final product. Everything we do at PhotoDay, we've been learning from how it's being implemented by various studios all across the country. And we're constantly improving it and adding more and more features. So if you might have checked it out 6 months ago, even if I'm off from work for just 2 days, I'm so far behind with everything we have going on. So this is a good webinar to watch and catch up on because I am going to live demo PhotoDay's Capture app private galleries and show you what that experience looks like. And then, of course, the point of this webinar is to show you all the different ways you can use PhotoDay and inspire more ideas. We're a completely contactless solution. Your customers make their purchases on their very own mobile devices or desktop computers or tablets or whatever they want to shop on. And then I will just go through now and show you kind of a high level overview what we're all about. And I think Philip from Bay Photo is also here with us today. He's in the chat room. So if you have questions about products or anything like that, go ahead and feel free to shout out in the chat room, and we will be happy to get those answered for you. So welcome, welcome. What is PhotoDay? Well, we are an amazing workflow. We're not just e-commerce. E-commerce is part of it, but it's not everything. So it's workflow from sales to marketing, communication with your customers, as well as organizing your photos, getting them ready, getting your storefront set up, and selling and communication and reporting and all that good stuff you have to worry about commerce on the back end. Happier parents, why are they happier? You're giving them options, you're connecting with them and meeting their expectations in the way customers expect to be communicated with and shopping today in today's society on mobile devices, being connected to the customer and being able to shop 24/7, 365. And what that results in is rocketing revenue. It's a completely different sales method when moving your business online. And we are here to help. We're directly tied to your success. So let's just look at some of those higher order values as rocketing revenue that we're seeing in PhotoDay world. So these numbers were crunched, I think, as late our lifetime up until about, I want to say maybe 2 months ago. So we're seeing this $49.51 average across the board for all types of school jobs. So whether it's preschool, elementary, and underclass, of course, preschool's a little higher because parents have a lot more poses of their kids to choose from, and we're just now figuring that out in the elementary and underclass setting. And then we have this $45 average order value for sports and events. That one gets me very excited for years. That's been in the $25 to $30 range, depending on, sometimes even less than that, depending on where you are and what type of sport, whether it's soccer, whether it's football, whether it's hockey. Well, this is across the board. We have studios that are seeing well over a $45 to $50 average on soccer even, and even in basketball, events that just typically didn't do well on paper forms. And then this is our average order value historically for dance school photography, and that includes session fees or costume changes or anything like that, or sometimes it doesn't include it if the studio is taking that outside of PhotoDay, but that is the average order for dance schools. It's a great solution for everything. And this is kind of, this will show you the average order value. What can you expect sales to do when you do things differently online? Well, on paper forms, you are selling, the products first. Even if you're doing some kind of prepay online, you're trying to have your customer envision what their images are going to look like before you even get the sale, right? Before you even create the images. Well, when you go online, especially with PhotoDay, they're going to see all the images that you've created, and it's going to give you an opportunity to structure your packages and the way you market and reach your parents a little bit differently, because they want all those images. And the more images you take, the more inventory you have to sell, and the higher your chances are getting that money shot with the perfect expression and the perfect pose on our target audience, which is children between the ages of 5 and 17. And as you know, the younger they get, the more wiggly they are, and it's harder to get a good expression. So having to take all of that data and image management away and allow you to be free and do what you love and capture those poses in a platform that enables parents to view and purchase them at their own convenience results in higher sales across the board. So that gets me really excited, especially being in the industry as long as I have and seeing all these different sales methods and all these different areas of volume photography. PhotoDay is a one-size-fits-all solution. You don't need to do things different for your sports than you do for your schools, than you do for your preschools. And hey, if you're just a sports photographer, you now have a solution that you're comfortable with, and you can go target preschools or you can target elementary schools. So it works across the board. And once you learn it and once you master this technique, it gets really easy to sell it and round out your studio so you can be photographing year round. Oh, I just shrunk myself. Sorry about that. I talk with my hands, so I'm like, knocking my mouse over here. So let's talk about the different gallery types we have available in PhotoDay. We have private galleries. That's one job, and then all the people in that job get individual codes, or we call them access codes. You might think of them as passwords, where they have to enter their specific code and only they see their own photos. That works with our Capture app, which I'll show you in a bit. Then we have group galleries. Group galleries and public galleries are basically the same, except for in group galleries, there's one access code that everyone needs from that group, that league, that organization, that event, that everyone uses to get into that same gallery. So it's a little bit more secure than a public gallery. A public gallery, you can still make one main access code to use with our automated text marketing. However, there's a direct URL that gets them right into the gallery. So that's great for when you're doing different holiday type events, or events where you don't require a password. It's kids are much older, college, graduations, things like that, to where you don't have to worry about protecting each gallery. So all of these gallery types are available in PhotoDay, and they work a little bit differently along the way. So what I'll go over next is your key features within PhotoDay. Now, and I'll go over pricing structure at the end. However, to sign up for PhotoDay and to start utilizing it and playing around with it, we don't take any payment information from you. Actually, everything in PhotoDay is completely free for you to use, from our FaceTime, which I'll show you in a bit, to our Capture app, our native apps, our text marketing, our email marketing and flyers, all of our sales and marketing resources to help you earn more revenue and book more jobs. All of that is included with PhotoDay. It is completely free. FaceTime, that's probably our big shiny thing. That's the one thing that sets us apart. It is a form of facial recognition, and we use it in a couple different ways within PhotoDay. So you can use it in the group and public galleries and allow your customers to find photos with a photo. That means no more writing down image numbers, right? You can use it with our Capture app. And in Capture, you're just marking a reference photo, snapping a reference photo of each person and linking it to their data that you import in advance or enter the day of. And then the facial recognition happens on the back end, not consumer facing, when you upload all those photos to the gallery. We also use it in our shopping cart. So when they're in their group or public galleries and they're shopping for their images, and say I find my individual and I go to create a memory mate and I go to search for that group to put into the memory mate, it'll run facial recognition again, which is our face find, and it'll find their group photo and it'll present it to them. So they're only seeing their photos each time they're shopping. We know who they are, we know what they're looking for, and it makes that convenience pretty seamless. So Face Find is pretty amazing. And if you just want to think of it this way, instead of you having to visually look at the order forms or the data or the files and match them to who goes to who, FaceFind's doing that part for you. So it's your eyes, and it's doing it in a very automated way. So I'm going to show you how this works with our PhotoDay Capture app. Now, the Capture app is free to download from Android or Apple Store, or Google Play, sorry, for Android devices or for Apple devices. You can download the Capture app and feel free to use it. However, you have to have a PhotoDay account to sign in and access it, and you have to create a private gallery job to be able to use it accordingly. So I'm going to show you a video of what this looks like so you can kind of wrap your head around it. And let me get my video off here and play this video.
The PhotoDay Capture app is an exciting part of the better than ever PhotoDay 2.0. It works with one of our newest features, private galleries. PhotoDay Capture simply matches people data with photographs without any barcodes, image numbers, or other tedious image matching methods. The magic happens behind the scenes with PhotoDay's Face Find technology. Here's how it all works. First, when you set up a private gallery job in the studio panel, you'll upload a list of everyone who will be photographed. We call this the people data. First name and last name are required, but you can have lots of other data fields like teacher name, student ID, email, phone, and more. No worries if you don't have a list with everyone's name in advance. You can always add people to the PhotoDay Capture app on Picture Day. At this point, every person on the list will be assigned a unique access code. This is the code that your customers will use to privately access their photos. If you'd like, you can set your job status to Advance Pay to drive sales before Picture Day. You can use Advance Pay flyers, or export the data file to get the access codes out to your customers. In preparation for Picture Day, make sure you have the PhotoDay Capture app downloaded on your tablet or mobile phone. You can invite other staff members to use PhotoDay Capture too in the settings section of your studio panel under Users. While you have an internet connection, be sure to fire up the app and look at the job to confirm that all the people data you uploaded is in there. On Picture Day, you don't need an internet connection to use PhotoDay Capture. All you have to do is check in each person by finding them on the app and snapping their picture. This becomes the person's reference photo. Don't worry if you have a new person show up. You can quickly add them. You'll then photograph each person just like you always do. Snap as many photos as you like. It's easy to sell lots of expressions and poses with PhotoDay. When you're back at your studio, you'll upload the professional photos to the job, and PhotoDay will work in the background using the reference photo to match the right face with the right images and data. It's pretty magical. You're now ready to publish and promote the galleries using the PhotoDay flyers that contain each person's access code along with their featured image. We use the most recent professional image as the default featured image, but you can change it at any time. Once your customers know how to find their photos, all you have to do is sit back and wait for the sales to roll in.
All right, and now I am going to get back to my slide presentation before the demo for you guys. All right, awesome. Okay, so this is just a little bit of what it looks like. Everyone's always like, what does it look like on site when you're using the Capture app? Well, a lot of studios use tablets. If you've been to the doctor recently, you might have been, after COVID times, you might have noticed they're checking in everyone on tablets and they've eliminated paperwork, at least a lot of the doctors that I've been to and taken my kids to. Between doctors and dentists over the last 6 to 8 months. It is becoming more normal, and the iPads tend to work great because they have great cameras. If you, whatever tablet or device that you're using with the Capture app, you just want to make sure it has a good camera that actually focuses pretty quickly, or it'll slow your process down. So, and you can see, you can just go down the line, check them in, you selected data, and I'm going to show you how this works. But this is kind of what the workflow looks like. You have a separate, station set up. You can use as many tablets as you want. Just invite more users, and they download the Capture app on their device, and you're good to go. And again, this is all included with PhotoDay. So let's talk a little bit about online sales, buy rates, participation, all that good stuff, right? That's been our fear for years with moving online. How do we get people to convert to sale? Well, initially us as an entire industry came up with just buy your package online. Well, that's not really selling online. That's just instead of filling out a form, they're going here and they're buying a package and pre-committing. But in a 100% online workflow, you're going to want to get people to commit to you or get a little bit of skin in the game before you do all of that editing. However, we didn't think it made sense to lock them into a specific package or product purchase because they haven't even seen all your awesome images yet. So what we came up with was advance pay, and you can sell a credit. Basically, a credit is like a gift card. You can even incentivize it, and you can spin it in all different ways. And what I mean by that is depending on your use case. And that's like, let's just say you're doing compositing, you're photographing rec sports, and you're only going to take photos of people who are completing an order form. Well, you can do the same thing with PhotoDay. You can set up a gallery, you can put it in advance pay and only take photos of the people who made an advance payment. And you can set that as low as $5. And it goes in denominations of 5. It works just like a gift card, and it's mobile verified and linked to your customer's mobile number. So they text a code, they get a text back, they tap the link, and they can double click and pay with their face if they're on an iPhone or Samsung, and they're done. They don't even have to pull out a credit card number. They are now linked to their gallery. You got skin in the game. You got a little bit of payment up front. And now you know when you publish that gallery, they're all going to get text messages and convert to sale because they put that skin in the game. You can use it for dance, for multiple costumes. They can buy multiple credits per costume. You can use it for mini sessions. You can use it for basically anything you guys want, but it's there and it's a mode of your gallery. When it's in advanced pay status, you'll be selling credits all day long, the more people that connect to your gallery. And that is important. It is important to have a strategy when moving your business 100% online, especially to online proofing, because we want you guys to be successful and increase those buy rates. But this data here is lifetime data I pulled out of PhotoDay, and it clearly shows you that order values, when there is advance pay credit attached to it versus the no advance pay, the person that didn't buy, people spend a lot more when they're attaching an advance pay credit to an order. Why is that? I think it's consumer psyche. They might have spent $10, $20, $35, whatever your credit amount was this week, but you don't publish photos for another 2 weeks. You've then split up the payments a little bit. They sign in, they see all these awesome images, they deduct their $35 advance pay credit, and now they spend even more. So you're tapping into a little bit different of a sales strategy, which is resulting in higher sales because there's more option and you're splitting up those payments, which makes it very valuable. Now, you can get even crazier with it and attach offers or incentives to advance pay. So you can dangle a carrot. So like, let's just say elementary school, where you're required to photograph every single person, no matter if they're going to buy or not. So you want to dangle a carrot and say, well, if you commit, if you do a $10 advance pay purchase, that's good towards your final order, I'll give you free shipping on orders 35 or more, or I'll give you $5 off 35 or more, whatever that carrot is that you're dangling. And only the people that buy a credit will get that special offer code that you attach to the gallery. So it makes it a little bit easier for you to connect to people where you're kind of just going and photographing everyone and just hoping for sales later. It's a very powerful sales tool. And here's my favorite part about using advance pay. So this is the insights panel. This is inside one of the jobs in PhotoDay, and you can see how many credits were sold and how many orders we have so far. So I know I still have this almost $2,300 worth of advance pay credits, and I know that I only sold a $35 credit. So I know how many credits are left. I know what my average order is, and I can guesstimate how much this job is going to do by the time it's finished and everyone redeems their credits. Pretty simple, right? So you can kind of see like your orders coming in and just use this data to really estimate where your sales are going to end up, because that's another big question mark online is like, I don't know how much, how well is this league going to do, or how well is this school going to do? And this is a great way to estimate that as you're new to online sales and you're starting to convert your job, so you can kind of stay in front of it all and stay in front of your business, make sure everything's doing well. And then we have marketing. So what I think is one of the coolest parts about PhotoDay is the automated text marketing. So it's included. PhotoDay, it's important to note, PhotoDay has a short code. Our short code is 90738. It's owned by PhotoDay. Everybody uses that same short code. That's the phone number. They text that specific access code that you create or that's generated on your private records. for them to connect to the gallery for all communications regarding their photos. Parents love the text engagement. It's simple, it's easy, and they like reminders because as parents today, with everything going on, especially when you've got more than one kid, life is hectic. So having those text reminders at your fingertips and not having to sort through 30,000 unread emails to find an email that might even be in your spam folder is really awesome. But with that said, we also do have email marketing. So we do it from both sides, which I find pretty awesome. So Michael, you have a question. Oh, hi, glad to see you here. How does refunds work on advance pay? They buy $40 in advance pay and only want $20 worth of wallet. Is a question that Michael has. He sent that to me privately and I read it out loud. But I will say how that works is it works like a gift card. They still have that money to redeem. Now, if they don't ever want to redeem it and they want it back, or if you just want to issue a credit back or you want to cancel those credits and just cash out the remaining balance to your studio directly, it is completely up to you. So you can choose to do that if you want, any way you want to do it. And you just request that to us in our live support and we take care of that for you. So you just have to let us know how you want to handle your unused advance pay credits and we work with you on that for the best possible experience. Now, let's talk about our automated text marketing. There's no guessing games here. So one of the cool things, especially how we have it automated with PhotoDay, is we know the customer's behavior. We know if they opted into the gallery while it's in draft. So we know when you switch it to advance pay, what we need to say to them to dangle that carrot. We know if you have an offer attached to your gallery that has an advance pay credit sales. So you're starting the sales process and those texts are catered to those customers' behavior. Now, when you publish a gallery, we know all those numbers that wanted communication about their photos because they've opted in or they purchased a credit, and we know which route they choose. So we text them back and let them know, sign in to access your credit, apply your special offer and checkout, or your photos are published and ready to go. Now, we also know that life is hectic and you're on a mobile device when all this is happening, and you could have like Facebook notifications or a phone call or something else where you're busy and you don't finish your checkout as a parent. So what we do is put them into an automated reminder series of text messages. It stops once they make a purchase. Now, once they make a purchase, then they'll get your order's been received and your order's been shipped, complete with the tracking number. So we have all those automated messages. There's a lot of them. There's a lot of different paths they can go down to help drive traffic back to the cart. And I wholeheartedly believe that's why our success rates, our buy rates and participation are so high with PhotoDay. Also, we have promos, year-round sales. So it's just thinking about it this way. You went through one whole season, you have all these people, they have all these images, you got their mobile numbers attached to the galleries, and now let's just say Black Friday and Cyber Monday's here. It's like the time to shop where everyone's thinking about buying gifts. You can just throw some galleries into that Black Friday, Cyber Monday promo, attach your special offer for second sale, and it just fires off on an automatic schedule, and all you have to do is put your galleries into it. We also have some custom SMS campaigns available, like Best Price Series. We have flash sales available, things like that to help spur galleries. Let's just say if there was a little blip in the communication process, or you just wanted to wholeheartedly have one solid marketing strategy for all your jobs, we work with you on that and we schedule your jobs to go through those automated series for you. So all those amazing text marketing options, and that's all included with PhotoDay. For email marketing, we have an amazing flyer creation tool that has all the information, so you don't have to worry about getting a code wrong or getting a link wrong. These flyers are generated right now. Those flyers, there's some limitations to the design, but you can get creative and either add the proofing photo from the gallery, but if there's no photos yet, you can upload your own photo to the flyers to make them pretty. And then those can email out to your organization for you to forward on, or for them to forward on to all the parents. Or if you're in a private gallery and you have email addresses with all your data, you can email all the parents about Picture Day, whether it's advance pay, whether it's post sales, or the gallery is just being published and you didn't get text opt-in. So we have both solutions available for you built right into PhotoDay. And here's some just other benefits. We have a full array of products that includes memory mates and all of the amazing themes offered. I think Bay and Black River Imaging have so many different themes when it comes to sports and schools and preschools that your customers can pick from. You just pick like a high level, whether it's a color or a sport type, and then it presents and they can swipe and create in those products and add their, especially for memory mates, and they can add their own text and their own images how they want and crop in and out. We have native apps as well. So not only can they shop just on their mobile browser or their desktop browser, they can also choose to download the PhotoDay Gallery app from Android or Apple and shop within the native app. If you've ever tried to shop on Amazon on your mobile phone on the web browser versus Amazon in the app, you know what I'm talking about when I can say that the native app experience is a lot more user-friendly. So if you got somebody having problems on checkout, maybe they're just like, not tech savvy enough, always have them download the app because it helps expedite the process for your support. And then we have live preview coming very soon where they can, to Bay and Black River Imaging, where they can actually preview their completed memory mate before they order it when they're designing. And a lot of the other products are eligible as well in the app or on the web, which is pretty awesome. So all of that is on the PhotoDay list. Now it is time for me to demo private galleries live so I can show you what this is all about. And I want to show you how it works with FaceTime and the matching and all that good stuff. So give me a second so I can get set up, and I'm going to turn my video off. And I'm going to come over here and share my screen. Well, I didn't turn my video off. Get out of your way. All right, cool. So what you see over here is my phone side by side with the studio panel, but you don't need to worry about my phone yet. We're going to set up a job in the studio panel. So this is what you see when you log on to PhotoDay. You'll see all your jobs. You'll see your sales today, this week, this month. This is my personal account, so there's not a whole lot of sales going on here. But this is what you see, and it's really exciting to be able to see those orders coming in. And we have a lot of users that are completely addicted to their dashboard once it gets to this point. But speaking of support, we have this entire section called Academy, where we help you with, this is where you can find all the upcoming webinars. You can find all the classes that we have. We have a lot of different basic tips on, creating multiple poses, the best lighting, the best workflow, marketing strategies are all located in the Academy section of PhotoDay. So I wanted to show you guys that. And then I am going to go ahead and set up a job for you because this is a little bit of an expedited demo here. But I do want to show you what this looks like. So this is going to be my country day school. And I just want to show you how easy it is to get up and running with PhotoDay and create a job for the first time. And this is an elementary school, and I'm just going to link it to an organization I set up in advance. And basically that's just like a little mini CRM that we have built in the PhotoDay. And we're just going to say their picture day is on Friday, and there's 50 kids. I can set the time zone here. This is really important to see where you're at. So we know what the best time of day is to send the text messages out that are automated. And I'm going to create that job. Now, with private galleries, you don't need data in advance, but it really helps expedite the entire process if you can get that data in advance, especially when you're doing schools and you're handling a large amount of data files because you're photographing 100% of the kids. So I'm going to show you what that data looks like. Now, this is just in Google Sheets. You might use Microsoft Excel or Numbers depending on what system you have. I use Google Sheets. So it's all cloud-based and I can get to it from any of my devices. But over here, you'll just see a sample data file that I created. It has first name, last name, teacher, grade, student ID, email addresses, and mobile numbers. Now, one thing we get asked a lot is if you have mobile numbers, can I import them all and start texting people? The answer to that is no. That's actually spamming. And mobile texting has a lot different guidelines than emails, right? We're trying to preserve, the FCC is trying to preserve the integrity of text marketing. So they have to actually opt in to receive text messages. You can't import and blast them out. This is mainly for an import-export within PhotoDay. However, we can feel free to email them. So make sure you get your email addresses in there to start the sales cycle. Now, this is what this data looks like. Oops. That was my wrong screen. All right, and I'm gonna set up this gallery access. Now I'm gonna pick the private gallery because I have the data and I wanna show you what the Capture app looks like. It's gonna give me just a generic or a unique URL link that customers can go to access their gallery. Galleries.photoday.io will also work too if you don't wanna get too fancy. And then you can set an expiration date down there. Once I save that, I'll be able to start setting up my storefront and getting ready. Now, I'm gonna put this gallery in advanced pay mode first. So I'm just gonna go ahead and pick my school's credit sheet. Now I can create a new credit sheet on the fly if I wanted to, just by creating a credit sheet. I will show you that my school's credit sheet that I created here has one $35 credit available for them to purchase. If I wanted to edit this credit sheet, oops, I can go in here and I can change that denomination. If I only want to sell $15 credits, I could do that as well. And then go back to my job, refresh, and my school's credit sheet is here and attached. Now, I can incentivize this credit. So I can say if they buy a $15 credit, I'm going to give them, we'll just say like free shipping. So let me create an offer for free shipping in here. I already have one, but I'm just going to make a new one so I can show you what that looks like. This one is my school's incentive, and the offer code is going to be ship free 2020. And then I can set a minimum order, like they have to spend $35 or more. I can set an expiration date, but if it's attached to an AP gallery, I don't really want to expire my coupon code before they have a chance to use that credit they bought for me. That wouldn't make sense. So I'm going to leave the expiration date off. We have max redemptions when you're setting up special offers. That's for like if you're giving somebody like a deep discount and you don't want them to share the coupon code around, like 50% off or whatever. You can make it so that code that you're creating for that one person is only redeemable one time. So that's what that's for. I'm going to leave it blank so it can be used as many times as people buy credits, and I don't have a limitation on it. So now I am going to go back over here. I'll refresh my list and attach that school's incentive to it. So when they buy a $15 credit, they're going to get a free shipping coupon on orders $35 or more. I can turn this on. It requires a name. They can enter the kid's name that's being photographed, so I can associate that to the advanced pay credit. It's a pretty cool feature. And they can also preview all your packages and products while they're shopping for the advanced pay credits as well, if you toggle that on, but you have to have a price sheet to toggle that on. So I'm just going to go in here one more time and attach a price sheet. I did set up this price sheet already in advance for sake of time for Bay Photo. Once I select that Bay Photo price sheet, has some packages, has some products, I can pick the themes for any themable items. Like if I had like a pro bag tag that needed a border or a memory made or something like that, this is where those themes come in handy. For this one, I'm just going to select school, and then down here, I can even filter more options if they are available. It just depends on the collection. So there's no color collections for school. That means they're all available for all collections. And I am going to go ahead and save that. Now that my gallery is all set up, I'm going to switch this over to advanced pay mode. But first, I need to upload some people data so I can tell them about advanced pay. So I'm going to upload that CSV file that I showed you just a little bit ago. And that is going to be on my desktop in here. And this is my capture one, I believe. Yeah. All right. I'm going to open this people data, and then I'm going to map all these fields. So it's going to automatically map according to my headers here. And you have different options. If you have a lot of data, you'll see this email 1 and email 2 field. These have those specific email actions that link that data to that person. I can link the mobile phone here. And since I only have one mobile phone for the second one, I'm just going to map it to other for sake of speed. And then I'm going to go ahead and map that data. And what it does now is it creates a record for each person. And then I can toggle on and off like what I see over here in my screen. If I wanted to see more or less, there's obviously a limitation because your screens are only so big. But if I just wanted to see different things in here, I could toggle that preview when you're in here. Now, if there's data that you need to edit for any reason or add before you go to picture day, you can come in here and you can edit data per person, or You can add it up here. You can append more data to it. So it's pretty flexible on what you can do with this data prior to picture day. So I'm going to go ahead here and hit done. And then I am going to put this in advanced pay status. So now what it means is that I can send out flyers to all the people before picture day to start the sales cycle. So in order to do that, I will go into marketing and I am going to create a new flyer. So this is my AP flyer. I'm just going to name it for myself. This is my advanced pay because I want to start the cycle early. And when I create that flyer, it's going to take me to this next window here. And I got a couple different designs to choose from. I can choose the basic design or the classic design. For this one, I'm just going to choose the basic design. And then this will populate with each person's access code, each person's name. It'll be personalized. And you can see it already has all the links, all the settings, and the instructions on how they purchase their credit already written for you. Now, if you wanted to say something else, let's just say translate this to Spanish. So you have Spanish and English on here. Oops. You can do that in this window, add it to the description, and it'll appear up here as well. Your studio logo will populate here according to what you've set up in your settings when you first set up your PhotoDay account. And then I can go ahead and save it. And then I can get these flyers out. Now, oh, one more thing. If you wanted to make it look a little prettier, you can turn on the image as well and upload like a special image since there's no images of the person yet. Once you have images of people in here and the gallery's published and you send out an email, this will populate with a proof sample of their featured photo with a watermark on it so they can't steal it, but it'll look really nice here on the email that they get. For now, I'm just going to leave that off. And then you can either download these flyers. Say if you didn't have the email, you can download them all and you'll get a PDF and you can just select who you want to download it for, if it's just a specific grade according to your data, or if it's everyone, or you can go ahead and email a flyer out to each person if you have email addresses. So I'm going to go ahead and select everyone here, and everyone's going to get an email, and you'll see I'm under Alyssa Smith here. So I want to show you what that looks like. Purchase, advance pay. You can just say whatever you want here. Picture day, and send. And then once you click send, it sends it out to everyone. And then it's time to go and check, you know, everyone gets their email and you can check out and see if they get it. So let's just see if I got that email. Let's refresh here. Loading. And this is what that email looks like as a parent. I'm going to open it up and I'm going to see what my picture day date is. It's going to give me all the information to purchase credits, and I can go in here and follow this link and buy a credit. So when I do that, just show you what that looks like. It'll take me into the PhotoDay gallery to purchase a credit. It'll tell me what my savings is if I buy an advance pay credit. And then I can go ahead and purchase the credit, put my name in here for my student, and add it to cart. So, and then I can put my payment information and check out. Now, once I do that, you as the studio, let me get back here, will start seeing those sales trickle in right from your job dashboard right here. But the cool part is you'll also see insights. So you'll know how many people are accessing that link that you sent out to right here. And you'll see their information down here as they're purchasing their credits down at the bottom, which is pretty cool. And then now let's just see what the Capture app looks like. So now you got your advanced pay kicking, and now it's time to start. You're going to picture day, and now you're going to associate data and images, right? So I'm going to pick up my phone here, and maybe this is a tablet, doesn't matter what it is, but I'm going to open the Capture app. Now I will see the gallery that I created, Country Day School, that matches my gallery in the PhotoDay cloud. It is very important that you launch this Capture app while you're connected to your own Wi-Fi or cellular connection at home base before you go to a school or another facility. And that's only because if you connect to their Wi-Fi or if you have a low signal, you won't be able to get to your job data. Then you can work offline once you connect. But you need to connect while you have a good connection and a secure connection that you know about to get it on your device, right? So let me know if you have any questions on that. You guys are totally quiet and I'm just going to keep flying through this. So all right, over here, you'll see all the data that I have uploaded. Now, if you got 1,300 records because you're photographing a huge school, you can filter it by how they're coming down, you know, to have their photo taken by grade, alphabetical, by teacher name, anything that's basically in your data. If you had homeroom in here, it would appear. And then you could filter. So this list only appears for those kids. So you can find them quickly. And then we also have that little Rolodex on the side that you see pops up. When you start scrolling, you can tap it, it'll just take you right to the letter of that last name. Now, things are gonna get a little crazy for me over here because I have to kind of mock the kids standing in front of me so I can show you what this process looks like. So before I go and start snapping photos, I'm just gonna bring up another window so I can show you what I'm talking about. All right, so first things first, we're just gonna say Alyssa is now standing in front of me because she's gonna go first. I'm gonna launch my Capture app and I am going to snap a photo of her standing in front of me. Now, if I didn't wanna get too close, you can zoom in and out, but I'm just doing this on my screen, so it's okay. And then what you'll notice is this little red cloud on the Capture app. That means it's syncing. And you see how it populated over here already, went up to the cloud and it put her reference photo and associated it to her record. Now, on my Capture app here, if I needed to edit any data last minute, her student ID is wrong, her last name is spelled wrong, I can edit data. Let's just say her last name is really Smithfield. And I'm gonna save it and that'll update in my studio panel as it syncs. So I'm gonna go to my next record because I wanna show you guys all of this. So this is Chris. So I'm gonna select Chris. We're gonna pretend he's standing in front of me. And then I'm gonna snap his photo, go to the next one. Let's just say the next one is this James kid. And gonna take a picture of him. And this will take me a little bit to get through here because I want to show you the beautiful part about matching. This is Lance, and you can, guys, you can do this on site. There is no timestamps. It doesn't matter if you do this before or after they have their photo taken. It just matters that you do it at some point. Oh, this is Oliver. Oliver's the crazy kid. All right, let me tap out, get a picture of Oliver, and you can just kind of see how this is, you know, it's like kind of like barcode scanning, but you're replacing it with their face and you're not taking a picture with your phone. So I'm just gonna go ahead, we'll photograph Ryan. And I'm taking pictures of my screen. So it'd be even better if it was, you know, they were standing in front of me, even more accurate, but this is gonna work pretty well. So, and that's Stacy. And then got one person left, and that's Steph. Because there's going to be a multiple poses of these kids and lots of fun stuff. So I got everyone checked in. You can go to your checked in screen to see if somebody wasn't on your list. You can go ahead and add a new record on the fly and snap their reference photo. It'll all transfer to the cloud later when you sync. My gallery synced live while I was doing this. You guys can see it over here. So I'm just gonna, let's see. I am in quiet because I am in absolute awe. This is amazing. Yes, awesome, Allie. Welcome, welcome. I'm glad that you responded. I didn't have my chat up this whole time I was demoing the capture, but I wanted to show you how this looks. So let's just say you went out, you captured everyone, you got your reference photos, and now you come back to home base, you edit everything, and now you're ready to upload all the different poses and sibling photos and all that stuff to the gallery. Your group photos, team photos, doesn't matter. So I'm gonna go ahead and upload some photos now. I'm gonna upload a folder of images because that's a lot easier than selecting. So I'm gonna upload this demo folder and it's gonna upload all 43 files because there's all kinds of photos and you'll see it down here. Get rid of this bar in my way. I didn't mean to do that. All right, let's see. It's uploading. And what you'll notice as it's uploading, and this might, no, I didn't mean to do that. Sorry about that, guys. What you'll notice over here as it's uploading is it starts matching everything. Let's see if I can move that bar away. There we go. Just had to get it out of my way. And it's going to start matching all those photos that we uploaded. And if I'm a little over halfway done here, but it's so exciting to see this. And this takes a little bit of time. So I wanted to be real upfront here and transparent. The speed of PhotoDay, it's not like uploading rose orders because it's much more sophisticated than that. We're running face find. We're doing a lot of technology. We have a lot of technology going on here with the upload process. So the upload speed and the matching speed is all going to be determined on like the type of computer you're using, how fast it's processing, as well as your internet upload speed. So it's all going to be different, you know, depending on, it might take slower or longer depending on your device that you're using when you're doing the upload. So everything uploaded successfully. And now I can see, like, here are all the photos that I uploaded. This is all photos. There's 43 photos I uploaded. You can see there's various photos. They're making funny faces. There's some pictures of kids together. You can just see kind of a big variety of all the different photos. And I can also look in this unmatched. This unmatched, you know, if you notice, we didn't take a reference photo of this girl. So you can see, or this little boy. So you can see they ended up in unmatched, which is okay. I'm going to show you that in a little bit. But then over here, you can see how it matched all these photos of Ryan and his sister. You can see how it matched all the different photos of Oliver. So great, right? So magical. Multiple poses, that's what sells. You don't have to worry about writing all those numbers down, re-scanning barcodes or QR codes when it's time for group photos or sibling photos or buddy photos. They can just basically jump in and out of PictureDay line, and you can just collect as many photos as you want, which is your inventory when you sell online. And you can just see how that all matched up for every single kid. Now, we got these unmatched kids over here, right? So I'm just going to say, I know this is Meg. Well, my file's named Meg, but I'm just going to say, I just know this is Meg. I figured out who was my missing person, and I'm going to go ahead and add her to the job. Now, the really quick and easy way to do it is just use your capture app. This is my favorite cheat sheet and way to do it because I can just open my job. I can create a new record. Her name is Meg Williams. And then I'll just put her student ID in. I'll put what her grade is. And then I don't know this information, so I'm just going to enter this. And then what I can do is just open her photo. We'll just open one of her that's really big. And take my phone off my charger. Select her record, snap a picture of my screen, and boom, I'm done. I don't have to do anything else. It's just a quick and easy way to clean up your matches. Now you can see all her photos were matched. All done. They all went to Meg. We're good to go. So yay, that takes care of that. So I just like showing that off because I think it's really cool. But if I go back to unmatched, you'll notice that there's still going to be an unmatched file in here. Let me see if I can get back to it. Because that little boy, that's her little brother, and he doesn't go to that school. But I really like this match modal because it'll tell you that one of the faces in this photo has been matched. And if I want to know who the one face was matched to, I just click on it and it tells me. It's really cool how that works to make sure that all your photos are matched accordingly and you didn't miss anyone before you publish. Now, once the gallery is set, I verified everyone's there. Just some quick maintenance stuff. If you need to get out like an admin file to the school or service items for ID cards or coon prints or anything like that, you can get those files out of PhotoDay to send to Bay or Black River Imaging and get those items created for you. So over here, we have an export feature now. You can export the data file. The data file is going to include a featured photo. If you went ahead and featured a photo for each person, it's going to be their main image. Or you can have PhotoDay automatically choose the first or last photo. It's going to also contain a column that has all of the images that were matched to that person. So you can use it, create those items outside of PhotoDay that you need to deliver. We have a PSPA yearbook file in here. All the images are resized. The data is formatted specifically for yearbooks. And then we have a service items file. And that is the small version of the image. There's 2 different sizes you can choose from. That's perfect for ID cards. And the data file that associates it with it. So you can get that ordered from your lab. So those exports are also available in PhotoDay. And then back to my dashboard, let's see if this feature is on. We have a cropping feature. We just updated this a lot. So we have auto crop. That's kind of like sizing everyone's face the same size before you do the export. So you can make sure that all your service items for your ID cards or headshots, or all your yearbook stuff, all the faces are the same size. You can set and turn on an auto crop profile before you do those exports. So you have consistency, and that is all built in right here in PhotoDay for you. And then I'm just going to go back to my photo gallery one more time because I want to publish this now. And when I publish this gallery, everyone that bought a credit is going to get a text message because they're opted in. Anyone that didn't buy a credit, but they opted into the gallery per the instructions on the flyer will get a text message. But I can also email. This is going to just warn you and tell you we're going to text everyone. So you want to do this during business hours, not in the middle of the night. Now, if you're not ready to publish because it's the middle of the night and you just got done matching all your images, you can do our publish later feature and schedule it to get published the next morning while you're still sleeping in because you were up all night editing. So don't worry about that. Just don't publish in the middle of the night and wake everyone up. You can just schedule it for the next day. So the publish now feature, I'm going to go ahead and publish it right now. And then everyone's going to get their text message. But more importantly, I want to make another flyer to tell everyone their photos are on sale. So I'm just going to call this one my on sale flyer. And I'm going to create another flyer and email everyone now that it's time to go buy your photos. So it's going to have all the information on here for me. I'm going to turn the picture day date. If you're doing retakes, you can put something about retakes in this box. If you wanted them, let them know. If you're doing a gallery promotion or an offer outside of the advanced pay offer, you can attach it to the flyer and it'll appear down here. I'm not going to do another offer. And you can go ahead and save and email each person again. Now, everyone, I'm going to select everyone because we did reference photos, but let's just say Lance didn't have his picture date taken yet, and you don't want to email him that his pictures are ready. You can just go in here and remove Lance. Oh, that was glitchy. Remove Lance from there and email everyone. Let me just do that again. Email everyone. I'm going to email everyone so you can see that. I don't know what just happened to my computer. It wigged out. All right, so I'm going to email everyone, but you get the point. You can delete the people here if you don't want them to receive an email, certain people. And then pictures are ready. Send. And then because I want to show you what the email looks like when everyone gets it in their email after picture day. So let's just go back here. Let's just see. Back to my inbox. Oh, my computer is so glitchy right now. Must be my Zoom and everything. So here's my pictures are ready. You can see I'm managing my kids' school online at the same time. And I got my flyer. It has a little proof of my kids' image, their featured photo, the first photo in the gallery. And then you can see all of the awesome picture day information. So I am going to go into the gallery and show you what your customer sees once they get that. They're going to enter their private code that they got in the email. And now it's time for them to shop. So they're immediately going to see all their amazing images. If they didn't text, we're trying to connect them to the gallery as much as possible so they can subscribe right up here and enter their mobile number to stay connected if they wanted to subscribe to this specific gallery. But then they can select their favorite image and start shopping. And then, of course, I set this little price sheet up in advance. Trust me, these prices are not industry prices. I just threw them in there real quick for the sake of the demo. But you can see how they can shop. So I can select the package, and then your customer will be able to zoom in, zoom out. They can reset the crop if they wanted to on the different pictures. They can confirm. It'll take them to the next one. If they wanted to order, say, this vertical photo, you will notice that PhotoDay automatically rotates the product for the image orientation. So you don't have to worry about that. Super user-friendly. They can crop how they want to. Like they said, they can change out to different photos. So you'll want to price your packages accordingly because they are able to mix and match packages if you set them up a certain way. But you also want to give your customer a lot of options, right? Because that provides a very positive experience. So you can add all this stuff to the cart. They can add on magnets if they want. And then they're good to go. You can add this to the cart. And then they go to checkout. So when they go to checkout, they'll be able to review their final order. And then they go to the checkout screen. They can enter their coupon code down here. If there's another coupon code, if they bought a credit and hadn't signed in yet, they'll be able to sign in to access their advanced pay credit on step 4 here. They can upgrade their own shipping if they'd like. If they want to get it sooner than what's listed here, they can go ahead and pay this. This is all paid directly to the lab. Now, if you give free shipping is only available on economy. You can't give free express or standard. It'll only be available on this economy shipping. And then they can enter in their address. All the addresses are verified. They send their receipt back to them. The rest is just kind of standard checkout information. And that is how private galleries work. So let me turn my screen share off and turn this back on and put my slides back on. So I hope you guys enjoyed that demo. Let me put this back on. Getting better at these. I mean, I have to share so many screens at the same time. It's a little overwhelming. So I wanted to go over with you guys the cost of PhotoDay. Like I said, we don't take any payment information. You can go to photoday.io, sign up today, connect to Pay Photo, and start creating a price sheet and playing around with the Capture app and testing it on your old jobs and do all that stuff. You're more than welcome to do that just to see how the experience is, play around with the text marketing, all that good stuff. We don't make money until you guys make money. That's why we are so directly tied to your success and want you to do well online. So our fee is 10% of the transaction before tax and shipping. So if you sell something for $20, the PhotoDay fee is $2. That is all paid out of the consumer's transaction. When your customer makes the transaction, all parties get paid. So you never have to worry about paying your lab bill because that happens on each transaction. You will have your the collected sales tax appropriate according to your nexus, the state you're operating your business in, and your customer's delivery destination address. We use an API. We figured the exact tax rates for you, and we deposit that with your profits into your Stripe account. Our payment processor is Stripe. So Stripe has their own sophisticated reporting you can pull from there, and then they will make deposits to your bank account that you link to your Stripe account. And you can do that daily, you can do it weekly or bi-weekly. They have different options where those payouts go right to your bank account, but we don't hold money at all. It's all instantly transferred. Now the Stripe fee is, Scott, that is a great question. I know you sent that privately, but I'm gonna read it out loud. Yes, for repeat customers, you can use existing data and images. So we have a column that you can map to called image names. So if you have a data file from, let's just say fall portraits, and you want to use PhotoDay for spring, or you're redoing, use a different solution in the fall, and you want to try PhotoDay for spring, or you have that data file from somewhere else that has an image number in the data, just one pose. You can import that, map that one field to image name, when I imported the data, and when you upload those photos to PhotoDay, it'll use that image name column as your reference photo automatically. Then you can just remove those photos or leave them there. It's up to you. When you upload new photos, it'll look for those faces and it'll do the matches just like I demoed for you. It's a pretty cool feature. So you can play around with that, Scott. That's actually a really fun one. I love that one. And then obviously everything is included for free. All the email, all the text marketing, the Capture app, the exports, the auto head sizing, the downloads, unlimited storage. We have no storage fees. You can leave unpublished as long as you'd like. So year after year, customers can access their amazing photos. And hopefully one day, because of all this technology, we'll have even more awesome products available that, kind of show how time passes of these school-aged kids and kids going through their sports leagues and things like that. I'm really excited for the opportunities of products we can create down the road. And then PhotoDay Academy and all of our live support is all included. So if you guys have any questions for me whatsoever, if you did not want to holler it out in chat for whatever reason, this is my email address, lisa@photoday.io. Feel free to email me with any questions that you might have. Let's see, with email notification, they have to enter the code to view. They can't just click on a link. Correct, Michael, because that is a true private gallery. Because if we made a public URL, it wouldn't be private anymore, because then that link could get shared around and anyone can get into that gallery. So yes, they still have to enter their access code in the link. However, it is in their text messaging and it is in their email address, so they can just copy and paste it over for them to get in, because it's truly like a private gallery for them. But yeah, so that is my email address. You guys got any more questions for me? Feel free to reach me there. You were quiet today, but thank you to those of you who did engage in conversation. I know I can talk a lot and talk really fast, and you will get a replay recording for this in a couple of days in case you want to circle back and see any of the things I demoed. But for now, that's it. I'm right at about an hour, guys. I hope you have an amazing rest of your week. It is Taco Tuesday. For anyone who knows me, knows I love tacos. So it's taco night at my house. So enjoy your Taco Tuesday. Enjoy the rest of your week. And I look forward to seeing you guys soon. Thank you so much. Oh, Ed, great question. So this presentation was all for Bay Photo using Bay's products. But we have multiple different partner labs available in with PhotoDay, and I can send you over that link here so you can check it out. And Robert, good luck using Capture for the first time. I'm excited for you. Make sure you got it all loaded up before you go. Ask us any questions you might have. We'll be on support until around 8 o'clock Eastern time tonight. So let us know if you need any help along the way. And thanks, Allie. Look forward to connecting with you soon. And thank you, Michael, as always. We need to catch up. We haven't talked in a while. So see you guys. Have a great evening.